Welcome to episode 778 of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, September 23rd, 2021. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and I'm Will. And how you guys doing today? Feeling good? Ready to go on this Thursday?
Just fabulous. How are you?
Pretty good. Feeling great, really.
Good.
I ate way too many shrimp tamales before the show.
Shrimp tamale.
They're delicious.
Sounds
Incredibly
like a good problem.
delicious. Yeah.
Camarones.
Little heavy. Camarones.
Tamales.
Have you guys ever eaten this place called Cava? You know what Cava is?
Oh, bro, I kava. I drink it. I'll drink kava all day, bro.
Ew, you like kava?
Isn't
It's,
that like an alternative to champagne?
Right, but Cava, the fast cuisine,
root.
is a Greek
Oh.
cuisine that
There's
now
two
is where
Cava
Zoe's was, Wes, and it's make your own Greek bowls.
Oh,
Had that before. Whoa.
And a restaurant.
No,
Interesting.
kava's like mud water.
There's
There's,
also-
there's different kavas then.
It's also-
it's also like a
I brought it up, and
Spanish-
it's also a restaurant in this scenario as well.
Okay.
okay. Spanish,
Kava
like
with a K
champagne
is a
type. Kava
root.
with a C.
C-A-V-A, it's a
Well,
restaurant.
Kava is that's also a champagne style, kind of like a
Never mind.
Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a restaurant.
Restaurant.
Dug
What else is
a,
it? What,
Greek
how do you make
restaurant.
the root drink?
oh, well, what you do
I'll
is
drink it anytime.
you take the root, right, and boil it in water, right, and then
Yeah.
you
You know what, Wes? I
like
hope you never
got
get a
tea.
bowl. Hope you never get a bowl of it. No.
a little
It's
yerba
delicious.
mate. Kind of
You
thing.
gotta
I'm gonna go make
Yeah.
one myself tomorrow.
Gives you a little buzz.
Sounds good. All sounds good. Kava in all of its forms sounds good. You know what else sounds good? Trivia for the Send in the Card tier, patreon.com/hardfactor. That's on October 1st. Okay. That's the next trivia. If you want to get in there, there's a lot of podcasts, bonus podcasts built up in there that for your listening pleasure, plus trivia, which we do about once a month. Very fun. Next one, October 1st.
I gotta be honest with you. I was, super competitive on the first one, got second place, and then super competitive on the second one, won. I didn't even want to win the last one. I was trying to get a little drunk and high, still won it. So I don't know what you guys want me to do,
Wow.
but
Yeah,
I don't even want to win
comfortable
it.
up on the throne. Yep.
Shut up. That's
Well,
what I'm doing.
We'll get it. We'll get a
All
good
right.
effort. We'll
Don't-
try to.
Don't let
take
me
the
three-peat.
crown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll get worse. The shit talking will get worse. Other ways you can join the team, help the pod. Save the Instagram videos. If you're watching our videos on Instagram, you happen to like one, like bookmark it. That little thing on the bottom right helps us get put in the share screen. DM us your favorite segments or moments from the show. Any of us, the group account, any of us individually, just DM us and let us know what you like. We're putting together some marketing material.
Mhm.
And I
Sizzle
think we're-
reels.
Yeah, sizzle. This is gonna be hot, sizzling hot. And then I think we have an intern application going out. soon.
Yeah, so we're taking on new, fresh, hot, or cold blood. So specifically, if you want to get into broadcasting, have a background or an interest in social media, if you are into marketing or content, and you want to come intern for Hard Factor, you can do that. We'd be glad to potentially have you. We have an application form that you know what we'll do? We'll tweet it, and it'll be pinned to our Twitter
There we go.
today. So if you want to go check that out, you can fill that out. Put some stuff about you, and
You can't do any links, can you? Because I don't want to get any dick pics.
No, there's no attachments on the
Yeah,
form.
no
Good.
attachments in the form.
Please, no.
Yeah,
Good.
No
Uh,
attachments.
but yeah, it's unpaid, but I'll tell you what, it's worth it. So
Look, yeah,
You might get a
and
free
the-
free T-shirt out of it, or
Definitely.
something like that,
free merch, and there's giggles too. Lots
Yeah.
of laughs. You know.
You get free access to Adobe, and you can work your skills. A resume builder, not
Yeah.
for the money, right?
But yeah, we want to take on 2 to 3 new interns for this new intern season. Yeah, in the social marketing and content space. So if you're
There we go.
interested, go to our Twitter, twitter.com/hardfactornews. Take a look at that pinned tweet and fill that form out. Send it on over.
And Pat is a joy to work under if you're an intern. Let me just tell you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thorough.
Request direct contact with Pat.
I'm thorough. I expect a lot.
Standards are
For
are
no
high.
pay. He's like a fucking pledge master.
That's how I interned.
You're like an old man. Yeah, I used to walk 10 miles to school with no shoes. Give the kids a break, you know?
You want excellence?
Yeah.
Come and get it. Yeah, sign up.
Yeah.
Go to the pin tweet. Anything else, fellas, before we do the news?
No.
Just that I dug a 3X shirt out of my drawer today, and
When were you ever 3X?
I wasn't. I bought it for Kate when she was mega pregnant, and it just
yeah.
fit like a glove.
Oh,
No,
speaking
really?
of,
No
I'm wearing.
way.
Right
Speaking
now.
of, I'm
Get
wearing a
out of here.
3X. I'm wearing a 3X. I'm wearing the new the front chest logo tee from the
Looks
Hard
good.
Factor store.
Yeah.
Woo!
This is a Virginia is for lovers tee. It's so big. It's like when West Virginia and Virginia were one state.
It's too big for you. I can see it.
You
It's
know
too big for you.
3X.
Yeah,
It's
come on.
it's.
now.
I mean, it's too big for you.
Well, my large Virginia is for lovers shirt definitely
That's
don't
too
fit.
small.
You
Yes,
got to meet
no.
in the middle there. Yeah.
That's too small. Yeah,
This
you're
is
one
my
of the two
option.
sizes in between. Not
Yeah,
sure which one.
I would go 3X over a regular large if I was you. Good call.
Yes, yeah, that's
Felt good
preferred.
about my body today, though.
You're closer to 3X than
Yeah.
the L on the scale, but
Do they make
you're
an X and a half?
They really should make an X between.
Yes. Like a
I've been-
big X and a little X?
Yeah.
Is that
I've
an
been
L?
wearing the shit out of that shirt I bought for the fair, the 2X Fast and Furious shirt, because it's like a muumuu. It's just perfect.
Oh,
It
it's
just-
best.
yeah.
Your fat shirt,
Oh,
fat day
oh,
shirt.
It's great.
Oh,
Eat
it
as
helps
much
you
as you want.
forget.
Just the shirt never gets tight.
Yeah.
Let's do the news.
Okay.
All right, cup of coffee in the big time is up first.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Holidays, history, and trending news. But first, a fun fact that I promised you guys would be out of this world. And it is. A full spacesuit built by NASA used to cost $12 million in 1974. That's the equivalent of $150 million today.
One spacesuit for one person?
One spacesuit. And it turns out NASA has actually gotten worse at building them because they've spent $420 million with 27 different subcontractors since 2008 on a suit that will eventually cost $1 billion to make and is supposed to go to the moon in 2024. But NASA announced last month that it won't be ready by then, and that somehow it would actually cost that $1 billion to make in total. So it's a real story.
Just the prototype? Just this is it
the
or
suit.
like once does the cost go down once they start making more?
So you know the Project Artemis and going back
Yeah.
to the moon and all that.
Yeah.
They said they're going to get there by 2024, and they were like, "Well, but the suits aren't going to be ready." Oh, and by the way, the suits are going to cost $1 billion, which is surely over budget.
That's Bezos' prices when he was over
Right.
budgeting.
And that's what I was about to say, Mark. For some reason, they haven't asked Elon Musk to step in and do it for him.
Wow.
I hope that they figured out how to make the spacesuit adjustable because up till now, fun fact as well, spacesuits are one size fits all, which limits the height of astronauts. Which I think like when we eventually
To
get
the ideal human size. That's what.
well,
they
when we
just
get to
make it
Mars,
that size.
we're going to need tall people up there, especially if we want sports on Mars.
Right.
Well,
Elon's-
It's a
so-
cramped
Elon's gonna have
place.
size.
Elon's brother couldn't fit in one. Well, wait a minute. So
No,
what is
Kimball's
Tom?
not going.
What is Tom Cruise doing? Is he just you can't even? It's just a little bit of hair sticking out of the
He fits
visor.
perfect.
Yeah,
no,
I
tiny.
don't know about
He's
that. He's a
tiny.
little guy. Isn't
It
he up in
accordions.
space filming a movie right now?
It accordions apparently. I mean, like,
Okay.
yeah, kind of. I mean, like, he's like kind of in. He's in SPA. He's not all
Well,
the way.
this
in
new
space.
one better be able to suck your cock because it costs $1 billion to make. And speaking of that new one, here's a look at the NASA spacesuit project managers who
Will
are
writes a
managing
letter to NASA.
27 simultaneous subcontractors who don't know how to build a spacesuit and overspending while everybody watches and laughs. This is them in their room trying
Listen.
to manage all this 27.
Yeah, no
It's the
shit.
Charlie Kelly freak out meme because they don't.
That's the business you want to be in, though, because apparently you can charge whatever you want for a space.
Yeah, NASA's like a money laundering
Yeah,
thing
kinda.
for the government. Yeah.
Right.
Kinda.
Every
Yeah.
government organization that funds subcontractors is a fucking money laundering scheme, and it's
Truth.
your money. But Will, you could write that letter because it's your money and say, hey, if you're going to spend any more, $1 of my money over $1 billion, it better suck cock.
Yeah. Send it straight to the
And I
government.
don't mean
To the
figuratively.
government. Is there
It's
anything?
got a lot of features.
Is there anything we can pitch that they need, like a coffee or pens?
We're doing
outer
those
space
packs.
pens.
It's like kind of in
That
there.
we could
Well,
charge
it's not
some-
government funded, but it's money, campaign
Yeah.
money. So
paper. Can we supply them with some paper for a couple million?
if the pack thing doesn't work out, we should
Yeah.
definitely just make a contracting firm. Yeah.
Okay.
And then try to get the sleaziest high dollar government contracts we can possibly get.
I'm in.
All right. Holidays for September 23rd are Celebrate Bisexuality Day, Dogs in Politics Day, which do they mean like Bill Clinton or they mean like,
We're talking about Bailey.
Oh,
like Donald Trump? Ted
you're gonna
Kennedy?
get me impeached.
What is that?
Get me impeached. What are you wearing? Half undies?
Oh my God!
Where's the rest of them?
What do you call that?
So
Looks like your butt ate some of your underwear, and I like it.
I'm a dog.
Who saw you come in?
I'm gonna get on all fours now.
I'm gonna bark for you. Woof. Woof. All right. Dogs
Like
in Politics
cigars?
Day. Energized Day with an I. No idea what that
What
means.
the fuck?
International Day of Sign Languages. National Checkers Day, National Great American Pot Pie Day, National Snack Stick Day, Remember Me Thursday, Restless Leg Syndrome Awareness Day, Teal Talk Day, and World Maritime Day.
I definitely have RLS.
Oh, yeah. I'm always rubbing my
Oh.
feet around in the bed constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You guys,
Tappers.
everybody?
Every podcast, you guys have called it out a few times.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a flutter of activity going on underneath the suit jacket.
Oh, are you moving your feet right now?
Every podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like a heavy metal drummer down there, man.
Yeah, you should have played the drums. Like, get him the double bass
Yeah.
kick.
With
Yeah.
my feet. Put a little drumsticks on my feet.
That's the
Mark doesn't know what we're talking about. It's okay.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's okay.
Is it a
Drum-
feet drum?
Drummers have two bass drums they can drum with their feet. So
Double
it's
bass drum. It's a metal
Oh.
thing.
double bass drum, bro.
I wasn't a musician, was I?
It's all good.
No.
But you'd be able to like pound out some heavy metal, like like some Metallica. All
Get it
right.
now.
Yeah, good. You're like a little Lars Ulrich over
There you
there.
go.
Today in history, September 23rd, in 1779, American warship commander John Paul Jones became famous for screaming, "I have not yet begun to fight," when the British asked him if he wanted to surrender, and they were at like a naval battle. Funny enough, Jones went on to win the battle by lashing his horribly damaged ship to the British ship, and eventually the British had to surrender because there was more Americans than British, and so like they couldn't escape. Like just the sheer number of men who had no more ship that was disintegrating that was stuck onto their ship.
He pistol whipped him with his ship.
Kamikaze them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kamikaze
Ship
them.
still wisdom.
Yeah,
Shipped-
shipped the wisdom.
Yeah.
Yep. So
There
pretty
you go.
cool. Good like line in history too. I've not yet
Cool, yeah.
begun to fight. If somebody like he's like, "Hey, you done getting your ass kicked?" and then they're like, "I have not yet begun to fight." That's gonna scare
That's
you.
scary.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like this guy's got some
You're
cojones.
like, I'm actually left-handed. Like it's like switching up in the middle.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What movie is that from? When he does
Like
that?
Princess Bride.
Rocky.
Ah, yeah,
and
Princess Bride. Yeah.
When he's got the
Princess Bride.
sword fighting and he's like, I'm actually left-handed.
Oh, right.
You do not know.
But doesn't Rock? Who switches their stance? Which movie is that?
Over
That's-
the top? Are you thinking of Over the Top?
No. That's also
No.
Princess Bride. He like.
But there's a
Oh
boxing
no, you're thinking
movie
about
where somebody-
Gladiator, aren't you? Gladiator.
Gladiator. There's like a boxing movie where somebody switches from like
Digstown?
southpaw. I don't know.
I think it's Gladiator.
Classic moment. Okay, moving on. 1806, September 23rd. Lewis and Clark returned to St. Louis after exploring the Northwest. Congrats to them. That was 1806.
You're gonna-
1846.
I mean, Sacagawea was there too, bro. Just saying.
Oh, she was?
Yeah.
Did she make it back to St. Louis?
I don't know. I don't know.
Britannica didn't include her, so
Okay.
please take it up with Encyclopedia Britannica.
Mm.
September 23rd, 1846, Neptune was observed for the first time ever by German astronomer Johann Gottfried Galle. And then in 1869, Typhoid Mary was born. Mary Milan, who later became known as Typhoid Mary, accused of causing multiple outbreaks of typhoid fever while working as a
Jesus.
domestic servant in the
That's
United
a
States, was
shitty
born in
nickname.
Ireland in 1869.
That's a tough nickname.
Yeah, they ended up sending her to what is now Roosevelt Island. I went and did a little tourist trip to go see where they sent her.
What a
'cause
story.
She just kept giving them typhoid.
Syphilis Shirley.
Old Munson.
Crabs Karen.
It is a
It's a
month.
tough name.
Gonorrhea Gale.
Yeah. Oh, Gail.
Get her out of here.
Yeah, Leprosy Lewis comes
Lydia,
around.
Christine.
You don't want that.
You know, they all
Yeah.
work.
tough for Typhoid Mary. In 1932, September 23rd, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia was formed. In 1949, The Boss was born, Bruce Springsteen. In 1969, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid premiered. And in 1980, September 23rd, Bob Marley played his last concert ever in Pittsburgh.
I bet he didn't think it was going to end there,
No one
he was
does.
young.
Right.
Yeah.
Not in Pittsburgh.
Got that cancer.
What is he?
Yeah.
Oh, it's cancer. I was like,
I
did he
think
die
so.
from
It's like
suffocating
foot
from
cancer.
But yeah, it's like a foot cancer.
Oh.
Thing. He like refused to get it treated at first, and then like it got too bad, and then
pussy? The weed didn't knock that out.
unfortunately, no, died pretty young.
Ugh.
R.I.P. Bob Marley. He still made a lot of great songs before he left us.
Mhm.
Moving on to the trending news. Honorable mentions. There's an update, fellas, on the Monday Night Better. Remember the guy who had the parlay?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he
He
lost.
hedged?
He lost. He
yeah.
did not hedge. He lost because the Lions lost. But because it got so much press, MGM gave him $133,000 anyways.
Whoa.
So he didn't receive a cash out option because it was a promotional free bet. But MGM, because he didn't have a cash out option, I guess their app normally does, still gave him
Wow.
the $133K for hitting the first 15 legs of the parlay.
That's incredible.
Pretty badass, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be my new Sunday tradition. Is trying to maybe I'll start with 8.
Do a 16 leg parlay every
Yeah.
week. That is-
It's fun.
That's
It's
cool.
better than the lottery.
I mean, it's more fun to
Wes,
watch.
I
than
don't know
the lottery,
about
that's
that.
for sure. Yeah, Wes, is it better? I don't know about the odds though.
Of course, it's not better.
Probably similar.
More heartbreaking, for sure.
More
right, 'cause
interactive.
You have to
though.
watch it happen. Yeah, I like the idea, Pat. I'm
not
Do it,
disparage
Pat.
the
I'm
lottery.
gonna do.
here.
I'm gonna do it too. Maybe like $2 a week.
I'm
Yeah, a little
behind it.
club.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds fun. On another honorable mention, Spaceforce uniforms continued to trend. People just love those Guardian dress blues. Senators Tim Scott and Cory Booker couldn't agree on the police reform bill for a second year in a row, so that's delayed again. And former general, now full-time QAnon guy, Michael Flynn, went on an internet TV show, not sure exactly which one, and claimed that the deep state is planning to put COVID vaccines into salad dressings. So
We're
this
safe.
is- that's a screenshot of the show, but that I watched the conversation. That was the actual convo.
Seems like we could get Flynn on the show.
We should.
You think?
we should. But hey, guys, while that's an outrageous claim, if you spiked Hidden Valley Ranch with anything, you're hitting like 89% of Americans. Just
Yeah.
right off
Ranch.
the bat.
Like
Yeah,
within the first week. Yeah.
There's some Hidden Valley.
Hidden Valley. I mean, who's got Hidden Valley in the fridge right now?
I do.
Ranch.
Guilty.
4 out of 4.
Yeah.
Look
But
at
I
that
like
shit.
I like the steakhouse, whatever it is. I forget
Ken's?
what's- Ken's. I like Ken's steakhouse.
No
ranch.
way.
Wait,
I
so
mean, Ken's is pretty good, but Hidden Valley's the king. I mean,
so
Yeah.
he said that they're administering vaccines in the salad dressing.
he just out of nowhere,
He
he's
heard about
like,
it.
"Did you guys see this story?
Yeah,
They're
he heard
putting
about it.
vaccines in the salad dressing," and then everybody else on the show's like, "Yeah, I
We
saw
saw
it."
that. We saw that. That's terrible. Yeah.
Jesus, he's lost it, huh?
Oh man,
We gotta get him on.
I hope the far right turns on salad.
Well, there was of course a lot of jokes
It's
bad
gonna
about
be
like that'd be
turned
the
on
worst
dressing.
thing
Yeah.
for Trump supporters, but actually, when you think about it, ranch is the great equalizer. Everybody's
But it's
eating
not
it.
even the dress. It's not even salads they're going to be, administering. It's going to be pizza and all the other stuff, right? Like,
Yeah.
come on. Ranch.
Give me a break. Like, if you think that they're putting shit in the food already, then you've already been dosed with whatever the fuck they want you to.
I
be.
don't. I'm just saying I don't think it's a bunch of salad eaters that are screaming about this. I think it's people that have ranch for other reasons.
Right.
Yeah, for pizza,
Wings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pizza. Yeah.
Yeah. of course. Number 3. Let's move it on. COVID's never fun, but at least Michael Flynn makes it a little bit more fun.
That was kind of fun. That was funny.
Yeah. Number 3, Thanos. Thanos. How do you say it, Mark?
Thanos. Yeah.
Thanos.
The
Thanos.
villain, yeah.
The villain, yes, from of course the Avengers series. Marvel Comics fans are buzzing about the comic book lore that links Thanos to the Eternals. The Eternals is the next Marvel movie. It drops on November 5th, and it turns out Thanos is the son of an Eternal. Whoa! This comic book recently surfaced where one of the Eternals is banging Thanos' mom, which is on
It
Titan.
looks like Angelina Jolie a little bit.
Yeah,
Holy
she's
man.
hot. And it's on Titan, a moon somewhere, a moon of Jupiter, I think.
That's the planet he was the ruler of, right? Titan. That's
Yeah,
Thanos'
he's
planet.
the mad Titan, right? Yeah.
He's
And
not
then-
going to be happy when he sees this comic.
No,
No.
his mom is getting it.
Well, and the Eternal named him. He's like, I want him to call him Thanos, and then
Yeah.
she's like, I love it, while she's getting railed. So
Also, Thanos.
How'd she
got
get pregnant in the ass? I'm just kidding. You can't see it if you're listening. That's a joke. She wasn't getting railed in the ass.
Thanos got the
Probably.
short end of the stick on the genes. If those are his parents, because he's an
yeah,
ugly
he's
guy.
way uglier than his
Yeah.
parents.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He's
Unfortunate
blue
for
with envy.
Thanos.
Mhm.
With
They look like they're a
Purple.
weird shade of like blue, yellow, or
Yeah.
blue, purple too. But
This is
they're-
not news.
wow, I mean, it did trend.
well, the
It's trending
Eternals is
news.
going to do dollars, as did Avengers, Infinity Wars.
I
That's
mean-
dollars.
That's the beauty of trends, Pat.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be really important news.
Yeah, wait till we get to my story later.
You're not a big comic book guy, Pat?
I mean, who is, man?
I think a lot of people love these
yeah.
Marvel movies and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Thanos is one of my favorite.
seems to be
villains.
pretty popular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
growing up,
Thanos is
Infinity-
fantastic.
Yeah. he
What's
was-
next?
Okay. All right.
All right. Sorry, Pat. We'll move along from the Marvel verse.
Talk about Chainsaw.
Venom 2. We're talking about
I'm talking about my movie. I'm talking about my movie.
All right, number two. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, that's him, in case you forgot what he looks like, easy to do, gave a speech on the U.S. economy on Wednesday, and it was very boring, as every single Fed Reserve Chairman speech is always. But here's the highlights. If you didn't hear it or watch it, inflation is up big this year. We already knew that. We've been covering that big, way bigger than anybody ever expected, double what they anticipated. But Jay Powell claims that it will go down next year, as in like within 3 months from now. And if it doesn't, interest rates will start to go up as soon as they need to help control it. But they'll at least start next year in 2022. They will definitely go up. And that's also a year earlier than previously estimated by the Fed. They had thought 2023, so now it's 2022. Interest rates are going to go up pretty soon. And the Fed is also so they're not only expected to raise the interest rates, but they're going to taper qualitative easing as soon as November of this year, 2021, and definitely by mid 2022 at the latest.
fuck
So
is
qualitative, what's that?
What the fuck is that?
It's where the Federal Reserve buys assets like bonds and stuff, I think, to help. Basically, it's like a pandemic, like an emergency measure to help the economy keep going. I think that's why the stock market rallies so big.
Oh, you got to taper
even
that.
during the pandemic. Yeah,
Got to put a taper on that.
Yeah.
Do you think that like the Fed, like this guy who's in charge of the Fed and all the financial experts and stuff, like look so boring and talk so boring so that people don't want to dive deep into it and just ignore it? Like if they put all these bells and whistles and had like events where like screaming about it and had like a wrestling match going on, people might actually care about the economy. But you got Jerome up there.
Well, and they
boring you
use
to
terms.
sleep.
Look, they use terms like qualitative easing, tapering, and stuff that
Yeah,
people can't understand.
I'm
So
bored.
that-
I'm bored right now. I don't even.
Right,
yeah.
right. Yeah, exactly. But basically, the Fed is ready to be done with the pandemic.
Yeah.
What they're doing, they're raising interest rates for the first time in forever. They're getting rid, or they're tapering qualitative easing. They're finally getting rid of like all these things that sort of prop the economy up and sort of pretend it's doing great when it might not be. Which is basically zero interest and tons of buybacks.
I'm kind of on your tip though, Mark. Like, what if when he's giving this speech, you had like hot people, like Instagram and TikTok influencers in like those money wind booths,
Right.
Like flanking him.
But they don't want that, Pat. So that's what I'm saying.
No, they don't.
They
want it.
purposely
Yeah.
don't do that so
And-
that you don't check in on the Fed.
Mark, you're so onto it. There's actually like articles about how the Fed Reserve Chairman used purposely confusing
Yes.
wording to make it boring and so that people won't pry.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it's actually like their strategy.
That's the move.
Well, we got to demand hot people in money.
Don't
booths.
care about us. It's like they're like vampires. They do like the mind control thing.
I'm trying to explain it to explain it right now, but you know,
it's hard to
understand. With
that's why I tried
terms.
I tried to derail it with that fantasy of the hot chicks because
No, I got you. Yeah, I hear you.
Getting a little lost.
Jay Powell, of course, also warned, same as Secretary of the Treasury Janet Yellen, that the debt ceiling must be raised immediately by Congress to avoid an automatic recession. But Nancy and Mitch are still playing a game of chicken over that in Congress. It's definitely going to end by next month, though, because they can't let it happen.
Why don't they call it the debt roof? You know,
instead of the ceiling,
right? So we need to raise the roof. Like it just seems like it
would make the votes a lot more fun. And finally, Jay Powell said that they are indeed considering a digital dollar at the U.S. Federal Reserve, but everybody seemed to be pretty cool with his chat because the Dow went up 440 points during it, and crypto also had a pretty good day on Wednesday as well. So it didn't really seem to rock the boat, even though it was actually pretty big news. So
yeah. And then an NFL commercial came blaring on the screen
Yeah.
immediately after, and
People
everyone
just
forgot
didn't give
about
a
what he
fuck.
said. Yeah.
People didn't listen at all.
And then a chicken wing commercial came on the screen. Chicken wings are back. All right.
better not dip him in ranch though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, people aren't going to give a fuck about any of the things that he said will change until they actually change. And then they'll be like, what the fuck is this? But, interest rates. Are
didn't
like,
warn me.
Like, I tried to
whatever.
warn you in the slow talking speech I gave.
Right. And then Jay Powell's like, well, that's why I'm a billionaire and you're not.
Yeah, how much do you think the people in the Fed really have? Like probably
Their individual worth.
Trinity
They
dollars.
got to
Yeah.
be very rich. Yeah.
Probably
on the
richer
Forbes
than
list.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know. They're not on any list because
Yeah.
they're so rich.
Once you've been in the Fed,
Yeah.
You probably just get like a card that's like
Yeah.
limitless money because you've been the money printer.
They must kill people for fun. They have that much money. It's there's no point in having that much money. You're numb to everything. They must execute people in front of them.
Virgins.
It says between 20 and
Yeah.
55 million, but the internet is he's got
He's got whatever he wants.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Jay Powell knows how to move the dollars and cents around. All right, fellas. And number one today, the cream of the crop.
The cream of the crop!
Guess what? The Hunter Biden laptop is real.
I don't believe it.
You guys already knew
Yeah,
that because
yeah, we
you're
already
on
knew
Hard
that.
Factor and
Yeah,
because
we
you
knew
listen to Hard Factor. But now, Politico writer Ben Schreckinger is writing a book about the Bidens that confirms emails off the laptop are in fact real, and he's received copies of them, I guess. And of course, this means that all the pictures and Hunter's escapades and the details of Hunter and Joe or whoever the big man is, if it's not Joe, taking in lots of Ukrainian and Chinese money from different deals means those details are also real. But let's take it back to October 2020 and see what all the big J's were saying about it. Then shout out to Drew Holden for the thread that pulled all these together. CNN tweets, "To me, this is just classic textbook Soviet-Russian tradecraft at work," former director of intelligence James Clapper says, as authorities are investigating if recently published emails are tied to a Russian disinformation effort targeting Biden. James Clapper, by the way, ran Project Prism for the NSA and lied about it. So great source, CNN. Next up, NPR tweets back in October of 2020. Why haven't you covered the Hunter Biden laptop? We don't waste our time on stories that are not really stories, and we don't want to waste the listeners and readers' time on stories that are
pretty
just
snooty.
pure distractions. That's a publicly funded media outlet.
That's pretty snooty.
And then Politico, I don't have it to show you guys, but they, of course, broke the story. They said more than 50 former senior intelligence officials have signed on a letter that outlining their belief that the recent disclosure of emails allegedly belonging to Joe Biden's son, quote, has all the classic earmarks of a Russian information operation, unquote. So
What was so hard to believe about this crack addict, sex addict?
Well, I mean, in some respects, though, there is a world where what they're saying is correct. Right?
Well, no, there's not. They were lying 100%. It's a real fucking thing.
Well,
and
they
they
just
knew it
I don't.
was.
I don't. I don't. Well, so they definitely didn't want to look into it. I think is the thing.
Well, let me finish. What I'm saying here is this. I still don't believe that he left his laptop at
does that
store.
matter? The information's real.
Well, hold on. But look, if a foreign government, right, decides to hack someone's laptop and release
They
that information,
didn't. They didn't. They got the information
Let him finish.
straight
Will.
off Hunter's
Let him
laptop.
finish his point.
I
Will.
can't finish.
Okay.
Let me finish. What I was going to say was, had they hacked, let's say the Russians hacked his laptop, because I don't think he left at the store, and then released that information, right? That one quote said disinformation. That I could see being wrong. One quote said Russian information. That's exactly what that is, right? Like if it's a
Pat,
foreign
it
entity,
wasn't Russian disinformation. It was his laptop information.
Who do you think put it out there?
Dude, the guy's
no,
a crack addict. He left his shit.
I'm in agreement that it's real, that the information is real.
He lost multiple laptops. Pat, there was the other people who he left the laptop in
Wasn't it
Vegas.
by the pool.
Yeah,
The Vegas
What
pool?
nationality were those guys?
I
Pat,
think they were Russian.
the shit came out, didn't it? It doesn't matter what. Like, it's real information. You're sipping your tea like it doesn't matter because
coffee.
Russians break it.
No, what I'm saying is
It's a
technically
ridiculous point to think that it doesn't matter because it came from a different source. It's real shit.
No, but to take someone's quote, right, where someone's saying it's a Russian...
They called it Russian disinformation. It's not. It's
Right.
real fucking information off of Hunter Biden's laptop.
Pat, are you saying
But what I'm saying is-
if a hooker gives you a fact and then a businessman gives you the same fact, you're only going to listen to the businessman if it's the same fact?
What I'm saying is, okay, if the information was released specifically
You hate
because
hookers, Pat?
Russia, you know that I'm good for it. If the information was released because Russia, right, wanted to fuck with
The
a candidate in
information
our
is
election,
real, Pat.
I
The
agree with
information
you.
is real.
I'm not
Pat, the
saying it's not
information is real.
Am I
I don't
saying
want to
it's not
have
real?
this debate about where it came from. The information's real.
But
I don't give a fuck where it came from. Honestly, bro, it's real.
Will, no
It's
one's
real
arguing that
information.
the
Why do you
information's
care
not
about where
real.
it came from?
Because-
Why do you care? Tell me why
you
you
should.
care.
You should care too.
Why
Because
should I care?
Because guess what, bro? The information superhighway, the internet that we
The
broadcast
internet,
this
yes.
internet TV show on, right, touches the
Uh-huh.
entire globe, and there's information, right, that are
Okay.
that involves people who are American citizens, right, that if it came out, although it be true,
So
could affect
I
our
should
country
care. I should
perception
care
of
that
election
Hunter.
negatively.
I should really care that Hunter got his shit stolen by people he got too high around, and
don't know that.
then his shit got leaked out on the internet, and then that's something that is of grave concern to me. Not that he was getting money from Ukraine and China and all this shit when his dad was the VP. That's not of concern. Only concern to you is whether this fucking laptop information gets leaked or not. That's ridiculous.
Well, no, whether the information is worthy to print is a different story. Right?
It is.
That's based on the publication. But if a foreign government hacks his laptop and
Jesus.
released that shit, then that's absolutely a Russian information campaign, technically. Maybe not a disinformation campaign.
Give me a fucking break, dude.
Let's move on.
Didn't stop Twitter, just like Pat, from trying to spin it when it came up again on Wednesday.
How am I spinning
Here's-
shit? I agree it's real. I agree. It's a
Here's
piece of
how
shit.
Twitter listed it: 5 trending Hunter Biden, and then immediately they switched it up, added a little disclaimer, and they said a new book from Politico correspondent Byram Schreckinger claims to have independently confirmed the contents of 2 emails sent on Hunter Biden's alleged laptop. So claims
go. I like
and
that.
alleged in
Alleged.
both, because Twitter wants to try to hold it up. And then, of course, it dropped off the trending list entirely very shortly after they added the blurb, never to be heard from
Well, it
again
could have
on
been
Twitter.
bumped by Thanos.
No, it wasn't, Pat. I really hope they do the COVID-19 lab leak next.
I know the information's real. I just don't think that he left his
Thanos
laptop
knocked it right out of there.
at a fucking Delaware repair shop. I don't think he did that.
Yeah, Pat. We should probably trust that Hunter has all of his shit together, and he would never do anything that could compromise the security of America.
I had forgotten
right.
about the Ukrainian stuff. I just remembered like the fucking of it.
Yeah, they made a shitload of
wife
money,
and,
Wes. The Biden
yeah.
family did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
and like I
has an
said,
orgy with prostitutes during the day in their son's room? That's my question.
The
With the dog on the bed.
The dog's on the bed. I mean, that guy likes sex, man. I mean, come on.
he also likes using
crack,
his
yeah.
family's position to get money out of.
Every
Oh,
politician does.
Yeah.
that.
Right,
no,
but if they
that's-
figured out that Biden is the big man, that's
That is
big.
interesting.
That's
Yeah.
big.
Oh, is it? Hope they do the COVID-19 lab leak next on extremely obvious things that people finally admit to. Maybe Epstein after that, but that's definitely wishful thinking, and that's today's cup of coffee in the big time.
All right.
Love it. Love the
Heck
energy.
yeah. Heck yeah. All right, let's You ever channel Hunter Biden real quick for a second? Imagine you're Hunter Biden. You search around on the internet for maybe some stuff that you don't want others to know that you're searching for. I don't know. Maybe you secretly want to check out cuties because you've heard that it's a piece of art and maybe might not be for you, but you want to be informed before you criticize me. Or I don't know. Maybe you're just doing your normal porn vibe, totally legal, and you don't want your ISP to see what's going on. Well, you could just go incognito mode, right? Wrong, y'all. Incognito mode don't do the trick. Let me tell you something what does do the trick. It's ExpressVPN. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. What does ExpressVPN do? Well, what they do is they route your internet traffic through a bunch of different servers so that no one can tell who you are. Masks your IP address. It's pretty genius, and it's a major, major security boon for you and your computer, especially, guys, these days.
It's just like throwing out disinformation right before an election. It works super
Will,
good.
would you shut up? We're doing an ad read. Stop busting on Biden every show. We get it. You don't like him.
It doesn't matter who your ISP is.
Laptop's real.
They can also sell your information to ad companies. Yeah, he may have had a laptop. That stuff was on a laptop at one point, but I don't think it was left at a Delaware repair shop. ExpressVPN is an app that reroutes your internet connection through their secure service, as I said, so the ISP can't see what sites you visit. It also keeps your information secure by encrypting your data. And guys, I'm for real on this. There is so much hacking taking place over the last year that wasn't taking place the year before, and it will only continue. If you've noticed, getting
that
weird
Apple
texts.
update, yeah.
Oh yeah, getting weird texts on your phone, people asking you to click links. That is a phishing scam, right? And there's going to be a bunch more of those coming. They already are abundant, and ExpressVPN encrypts your information too. It's if nothing else, get it to be more secure. And guys, you can protect your online activity today with ExpressVPN. That's rated #1 by CNET. That's the best VPN according to CNET. You just go to our exclusive link, which is expressvpn.com/hardfactor, one word. You can also get 3 free months on a 1-year package. That's Express, EXPRESS. VPN, as in virtual private network.com/hardfactor, expressvpn.com/hardfactor to learn more. Okay. Y'all, there was a certain episode of the original and only, in my opinion, Full House that taught me a lot about vehicle ownership and chain of title. So I don't know if you guys remember this one, but the episode was titled Grand Gift Auto, and it was part of season 6, right when the show started hitting its peak. That's when DJ got into high school. Anyway, it aired on March 16th, 1983. And here's a quick synopsis. Let me know if you remember this one. So,
what do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
I know what you mean by that.
You know what I mean? And I wanted to be DJ's boyfriend, but then Steve was her boyfriend, and even though he was in there, I thought he was a pretty cool guy.
There was a second one?
If anyone's going to date DJ, Steve's cool with me. All right, so here's the synopsis. Let me know if you remember this one. Uncle Joey, loves DJ and her sisters like they were his own daughters. And he bought DJ a red 1977 Pontiac Firebird for her 16th birthday, right? But the car is not in good condition. It looks perfect, but definitely needs some work. So Jesse and Joey work on fixing the problems with it, right? And just as DJ is about to drive her car for the first time, a motorcycle police officer pulls up, Officer Warren, and she recognized the car from the street as being one that was reported stolen. Oh, no. Yeah, well, it turns out, guys, that Joey had bought the car cash, and he bought stolen property because he didn't know any better and because he's a fucking idiot. So they all try to convince her.
Joey.
It's classic Joey, bro. He just didn't know any better. He bought it cash.
I thought it was a good price.
Stolen.
Oh, he's the one with the voices?
Yeah.
I'm honest with you. I don't know any of their names, so I'm just like trying to imagine
He's
all
the
3
cut it
characters
out
doing all
guy.
these guys.
Yeah, he's the quirky virgin. Anyway, the family tries their best to convince her that Joey was not at fault, the cop. But just when words aren't enough, they take the cop into Joey's bedroom to show her how innocent-minded he is. And the officer is convinced not to take Joey in, but tells DJ the car needs to be impounded. Because, they showed the cop that he has a tiz level of understanding of how the world works despite being 35, so they let him go. It was a pretty important episode for me.
They say that guy's 35 in that picture?
Joey? Yeah, he's probably 35-ish then.
No, he was 45 when they filmed that.
I think you're just mad because you're 36, and I feel you.
Dude, that guy does not look 35 though. Joey?
Yeah. Oh, he was 35.
I think it's the tucked in
It's the
shirt and
pants,
high
yeah.
pants.
It's the pants.
Yeah.
So
Look
there
at
you
the
have it,
hair.
guys.
No chance.
Don't buy a car if it doesn't have the title. By the way, if anyone in Texas wants my running 2006 BMW 530i without air conditioning, I'm going to donate it, but my old roommate lost the title. I'm ordering a new title, but you can literally have it if you want it.
Classic Ian.
You just need to pick it up from the east side, and I'll mail you a new title when it comes in, I swear. So you DM me if anyone wants that. Anyway, couple of Joeys, guys. Couple of Joeys from Mississippi must have missed that week of TGIF back in 1993 because they didn't know about the whole needing a title thing either. And on Sunday, these two young men were cruising through Byram, Mississippi, when they spotted a car parked on the side of the road of Old Byram Road with a sign on it that read, "Free car." That's pretty sweet, right?
Awesome.
Whoa.
Yeah, pretty good. They probably said something along the lines of, well, we have this one car, but you know, it'd be sweet as if we had two of them. So they pulled over to investigate and saw the car was unlocked and the key was in it. So they counted this their lucky day and drove away in their new car. Destination, Chapaya County. And after they got home and got to talking about what a sweet score they had, these Joeys just started to get a little suspicious about why someone would just give away a car like that. So they did a little detective work, and that's when they popped the trunk and discovered the reason why the car was free. See, inside the trunk was the naked and decomposing dead body of 34-year-old Anthony McCrillis. Now, I don't have to check Kelley Blue Book to tell you that a dead body in the trunk can severely affect the resale price of the vehicle, which might have been one reason.
Were they driving with their heads out the window?
I don't know.
Did it not stink?
He was in there for 3 days.
Yeah,
That thing stunk.
Light stink.
I mean,
Light
when you
stink.
That's a heavy stink.
That's a full on.
They were driving fast.
You can't be in the same building.
You're
'Cause that-
puking.
I mean,
Yeah.
you let a lot of things slide, I think, when you think you just got a sweet score, right? You know what I mean? Like
There must be a body back there, huh? It smells like it. But
no, you're like, yeah, what's that smell? I don't smell nothing. You
smells
smell
like
nothing?
death, but you know.
Yeah, wasn't good, guys. According to the reports, the car actually belonged to the man whose final resting place was in the trunk. And I looked into this, guys. An unsigned inside of a Bud Light box is not, in fact, a legal will. It won't hold up in court. So I don't know what they were thinking. It actually seems that the man was murdered and put in the trunk. He wasn't trying to give it away. Someone else took the liberty of selling the victim's car at a very steep discount. I thought that was it at first, but no, he's dead. He's dead back there, murdered.
why would they do that? They're going to get caught. Why would you kill someone and then stuff them in the trunk and then give the car
And
away?
sell
for
the
free?
car.
Light it on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's such a genius crime.
No, because then they know who you are when you sold the car.
Yeah,
I was
don't know.
kidding. I mean, I was saying, what if he wanted to give the car away and his will was the Bud Light box that he wrote a free car on, and then he went in the trunk and
Right.
died.
Or what if the murderer felt guilty about the murder, so they're like, I'll give a car away. That'll clean my
I'll give
conscience.
his car away.
Yeah.
Guys.
Curled up to
According,
die.
according to the police,
Curled up inside.
the victim was seen as recently as Friday night on a surveillance camera. His car was first spotted with the sign on it outside of a junkyard at 9:30 a.m. on Saturday morning. So he probably got killed Friday night. Dan Peacock, the manager of Stars Auto Sales, where the car was parked all day on Saturday, told WLBT Mississippi that he'd wish he'd taken a closer look at the car. Here's Dan Peacock.
But I just never stopped and looked at it. If I'd stopped and looked at it, I'd probably tripped. Yeah, I'd probably flipped out if I'd stopped and seen something like that. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That's surprising. Stuff usually doesn't get passed down to Peacock.
No, I thought Dan was a classic character.
Razor sharp.
Yeah. Initial reports indicate no trauma to the body, so they're doing an autopsy. We'll figure it out.
Oh man,
That's all-time local guy interview.
He's
Yeah.
pretty local.
he is. He's gonna catch it next time.
Manages a junkyard. It's classic.
I'll tell you what. Yesterday was a beautiful day in Austin, and today is supposed to be too. Did you happen to go outside yesterday, Wes?
Oh, you know I did. I went
I
on
know
a
you
walk.
did.
It was like 80 degrees at like 6 p.m. Just fucking amazing.
I know you did. You went on a hike, right? Me too.
Yeah.
I went on a walk. Guess what? We brought on our separate delightful walks. What did we bring? Our Raycon headphones, and that just made it even more special. Controlling the vibes in our head with the pair of Raycon wireless earbuds while walking out in the beautiful outdoors. It was quite what a treat. Is what it was.
Yeah.
Whether you use them
Makes
to
you want
pump.
to have a picnic.
Yeah, I could have brought some Golf Crest out and just made a day of it with the Raycons. And you know why I will? It's because the batteries last for fucking ever. Whether you use them to pump up, wind down, work, or work out, Raycons are my go-to for on-the-go audio. And the new everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. They have 3 modes with just the right amount of bass for whatever you're listening to, like pure modes for podcast listening, blues, instrumental. Balanced mode is for like rock, heavy metal maybe, and bass mode you get that hip hop, EDM, get that reggae bumping, and there's also an all new awareness mode for you when you need to listen to your surroundings instead, which you could have heard like the birds chirping or the people outside saying, "Oh my God, it's nice out," yesterday. So Raycons offer 8 hours of playtime all day and a 32-hour battery life. Holy moly. There's also a built-in mic, and you can take calls on your earbuds at the press of a button. They start at half the price of other premium audio brands, but they sound just as good. And Raycons come with a 45-day happiness guarantee. Right now, Hard Factor listeners can get 15% off their Raycon order at buyraycon.com/hardfactor. That's buy, B-U-Y, Raycon, RAYCON.com/hard factor to save 15% on Raycons. Buy raycon.com/hard factor. And guys, let's get into it.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Okay.
Nice.
The most reoccurring international subject in the history of Hard Factor is back big time. Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of the UK, admitted something for the first time in a one-on-one interview with NBC's Savannah Guthrie. Let's roll the clip.
New baby, you're expecting another baby.
Yeah, I know.
You have 6 kids.
Yes.
What's it like to have little babies in
It's
10 Downing
fantastic.
Street?
It's fantastic. It's it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I'll tell you that much. But I love it. I absolutely love it. And I change a lot of nappies in case anybody.
Do you really?
I do.
He's looking to get the fuck out of there the whole time.
He didn't want to be in that interview at all. It's
So
fantastic.
why did he admit to it?
I don't know. I guess they said I guess they were going to spill it anyways. So that's
They
the first
trap
time.
him?
Maybe.
Seems like it a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think they told him they were going to ask that question. The
I don't
way
think
they
they did
asked
either.
it, he was
Fantastic.
like, yeah, okay.
He's like,
Changed
why
is it a
lot of-
big deal?
changed a lot of diapers.
Because he in England, yeah.
It's because he has 6 kids with 3 baby mamas, and it doesn't sound like he's going to stop at 6. That island is going to be all Johnson soon, thanks to Johnson's Johnson. He loves leaving it in when he pops one off, doesn't he? The man likes the finer things in life. It rains a lot in the UK, but that doesn't mean Boris Johnson's going to wear a raincoat, am I right? You know what I'm saying?
He likes to bang.
He likes to bang. I'm going to come and you shan't expect me to pull out. Come on. Oh, bother. I've just cream pied you again. You know, that's kind of what's going on over there with Boris Johnson.
Well, he's got how many different? It's 2 or 3, right?
He's got 4 kids with his ex-wife, and then he's
Right.
got one with like a one-night stand or like a quick one, and then he's got one with a new wife. So
Not that bad.
allegedly there's more though already.
he's coming. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's when it rains, it pours. And Boris Johnson hates wearing a condom, and he loves to. Oh shoot! I'm going to shoot. He likes to keep it in. I think I'll keep it in if you don't mind. Come on.
What do British
What a
people say
dog.
when they've made an accident?
Crumpets.
Oh, bugger.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh bugger.
Oh,
Yeah.
bugger. I've done
Another
it again.
one.
Yeah.
Oh bother. So yeah, I mean he's got at least 6 kids, and the guy's not gonna cap it or get snipped because that's not how he rolls. Next,
Do you think he celebrates when he leaves it in, or do you think he acts like it was a mistake?
Oh, I think he has a catchphrase like what Wes was saying. I think he's got like the oh bother, oh bother.
They want him to leave it in. Let's be honest. He's Boris fucking
Yeah.
Johnson.
He is the prime minister. Yeah.
Yeah. He says you're pregnant,
Yeah.
and then they are.
They say thank you.
Yeah, they say thank you.
That's
Next,
certainly what Bill Clinton thought when he had the similar job.
I'm gonna leave it in, okay? Disaster has struck China, guys, and I'm not talking about another globe-shattering pandemic being released from there. I'm talking about the moon being released from there. Take a look at this. A giant fucking moon. Hang on, what happened there? A giant fucking moon from the streets, aptly named from the Moon Festival, got loose in the streets today. So a moon from the Moon Festival got loose in the streets. Look at these guys chasing it.
That's amazing.
It's a runaway
It's
moon.
huge.
They have no chance. These dum-dums have no chance of chasing a giant ball going downhill. And it's
the
hilarious.
size of like half the street.
Good luck catching that thing.
What's
Yeah.
that thing made out of?
that's real?
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks like whatever it's made out of they're not going to use it next year. The Moon Festival, also known as the Moon Cake Festival, because everyone eats moon cakes, or the
Does that get you
Lantern
high?
Festival. I don't know. They've been
Mooncakes?
celebrating it. It occurs on the 15th of the 8th lunar month of every year. Usually that's on the full harvest moon in September. They've been celebrating this for over 3,000 years there. So it's a big deal. The running of the moon was new to 2021. It will not be back next year, said a spokesperson for the festival, though. That was a one-time deal. They went for that. Didn't work out. A rip off of the running of the bulls there. Didn't work out for them. So next year they're probably going to keep the moon in the festival grounds.
It doesn't get you high. It's
It's like the red bean, like
Red bean
chewy
cake,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, it
Is it
sounds
true?
like
They're okay.
Is it good?
sounds like a
They're all right.
hell of a time.
They're okay.
Maybe some wine, a moon cake, and you watch these
yeah.
moons rotating around and have a day of it. All right, guys. There's been
Want
a
to bring your own
major
psychedelics for that one.
right. There has been a major eruption in the island of La Palma, a volcanic eruption, which is in the Spanish Canary Islands. You can see some of these images. It's the first eruption there of any kind in more than 50 years. It started on Sunday, but became more impactful Wednesday when several hundred homes were destroyed. You can see in some of the footage, like there's lava going over homes, there's lava going into pools there.
Damn.
It's just destroying everything in its path. Over 6,000 people have already been evacuated. Lots of people have been displaced in the small islands farming and fishing, which is like a large portion of their economy is likely to be majorly impacted as the volcano might continue to spew outwards for a few more weeks, according to people. And sad stuff. Hopefully everyone stays safe there in the upcoming weeks, and some aid and temporary housing is supplied to those impacted. They are going to come up with a name for the eruption. Nothing has been ruled out yet except the Boris Johnson eruption, because everyone knows he spews inwards. Come on.
There you go.
Come on.
Come on.
I think I'll leave it in this time if you don't mind.
Boris the reverse volcano Johnson.
Yeah. It's just going to be an eruption for you.
I think you're aware what's going to happen here. I think you're quite aware. That's crazy. Yeah, the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life is the volcano, like fields in Hawaii, where it just like has covered everything and it's just black lava everywhere.
Remember that last Hawaii one like
nuts.
three years ago when that was like shooting fireballs?
I was there right after that
Yeah.
shit. It was still steaming on the ground when I was there. It's fucking crazy.
They said on this one the major danger is when it does go in the ocean, it causes like explosions, and it could shoot like stuff at them and cause toxic gas. So it's a fucking mess over there. Unlike in Boris Johnson's bedroom where it's all inside the vagina, the mess.
That's right.
Easy cleanup.
Keeps it
easy
tidy.
cleanup. Yeah,
Very easy clean.
just one wipe will do, I believe.
When you
Most
think
of it's
about it,
in
this is
there.
actually the tidiest way to get it done.
No, thank you.
Saves on my laundry bill.
All right, guys. We all know that person who brings the best wine to the party, something new and different every time. That's me these days. I'm going to be handing out unique wine as gifts at all the dinner parties I go to. It's a great way to impress. How do I do it? Well, with Laithwaite's. A Laithwaite's wine subscription is an easy way to bring exciting new wines right to your doorstep. Unbox a world of wine with easy access to different and unexpected winemakers from all over the globe. For over 50 years, Laithwaite's has been delivering wine the right way, from people who love making it to people who love drinking it. I've heard that big, luscious flavors of the Red Sedan, a Cabernet and Shiraz blend will make you forget everything you know about Australian wine. Laithwaite's taste.
Indeed, it does.
Yeah.
Indeed, it does. Wes.
Is it good? Yes. Laithwaite's tastes over 40,000 wines a year, but only 600 make the cut. So enjoy the cream of the crop. The wines you receive are curated for you based on your enjoyment, 100% satisfaction guaranteed. If you don't love your wine for any reason, let Laithwaite's know, and you'll receive a refund. Each box includes tasting notes, food pairing tips, so you look smart, you look like you know what you're talking about, and serving inspiration. So Now get 6 amazing bottles of wine plus 2 bonus bottles and 2 stemless wine glasses for $49.99 plus tax with delivery. Just text HARD to 64,000 to get this special offer. Text HARD to 64,000. That's HARD to 64,000. Terms apply. Available at lathwaits.com/terms. All right. Quick
Such
story.
a deal. Such a deal.
Such a deal. Speaking of Hawaii, I went to a kava bar in Hawaii one time. It's like that's what they do there. They all go to these kava bars and they just pound kava all night.
Is that what the C or a K?
That's what the K. Huh?
Does it get you drunk?
It's I had it when I was there. Like it's like numbs your tongue. It gives you a little bit like of it's almost like a placebo high kind of, but it definitely numbs your tongue and like it makes you like it makes you feel pretty good. Anyway, all right, guys, this one comes from Jesus Loves Knockouts and 3 Mile Carlos. They sent this one on the Discord, so thank you, boys. And guys, I have a couple questions for you. Okay. I know we all of us on the show enjoy coming, just like Boris Johnson. You guys like coming, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Major Boris guy.
Yeah. Pretty good experience for you guys.
It's great.
Great. Me too. Yeah, me too. Another question. When you guys come, I mean, I highly recommend it.
Well, for men, it's even, they say, like physically, you have to get it out.
You have to.
You have to clear it out.
It's like a poison.
Yeah, you do. You don't want to leave that in there.
Yeah, you lose your mind.
It's dangerous for everyone.
Got to keep the chamber clear.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's very important. Here's another question.
I have to do this. It's going to be inside you, too. I have to. It's not really an option.
Where else am I going to go?
Yeah.
Thank you for a wonderful evening. Also, I left something inside you.
May I borrow your vagina? All right, so another question. When you guys come, from where do you usually come?
The vas deferens.
Well, is this like you're trying my mind, Wes?
Oh,
where does your cum? Where does your cum come out?
From where?
Penis.
Right, your dick,
My
right?
penis.
Yeah. Okay, great. Me too. Same page so far. And I assume that your whole coming careers, you guys have been coming out of your dicks only, right? Substances.
As far as I know.
Strictly coming out of your dicks, right?
Yeah. Sometimes out of my ears.
I don't know. You'd have to ask some of my partners because they take care of that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder what it would be funny if you could come out of your nose. That'd be a funny spot to come out.
Yeah. You laugh so hard you come out of your nose.
Be something.
Jeez.
Sorry,
that must have been a good joke. He's coming out of his nose over there.
Okay, last question. How fast would you drive to a doctor if one day while you're jerking off or having sex and you're huddled over the sink or desk just fully expecting your cum to land on that perfectly placed napkin or old pair of boxers like it has the last 1,000 times, but instead you noticed a little wetness in your asshole, and upon further investigation you come to learn that somehow you just came out of your ass instead of your dick? How fast would you drive to the doctor?
I'm calling a plumber first is what I'm doing.
I'm gonna Google it before I go to the doctor.
Yeah,
this is a little too embarrassing to let.
I'm not
know.
even texting anybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on ExpressVPN.
Not
immediately.
Even verbally.
Make sure my ExpressVPN's on.
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna
click
Google
the on button and start searching.
Yeah,
I mean, honest answer, you're riding that one out for 6,
forever.
8 months
for the rest of your life.
Little while,
40, 50 years.
Not forever, but for a little.
I can't let a doctor know that happened. No,
I don't know. I feel like I'd be a liability on the roads. I'd be driving so fast to the doctor.
Okay.
Would you be? Well, here's the real question: how soon would you do it again if you didn't go to the doctor?
You're like, I got to try this again.
Yeah, probably
like
give it
immediately.
a few dozen more times.
Yeah, an hour later. Drink a glass of water, wipe your asshole, and give it another shot.
Yeah, you're just sitting in the bathroom for an hour, just waiting.
Applying the scientific fine. Method. Otherwise, you have to test it. Yeah,
I can go get it in an hour. I think.
Yeah, I gotta wait this out.
Clear my schedule this afternoon.
Yeah, I got a few experiments to run. Something happened. So I mean, you certainly wouldn't wait 2 years, though, right?
Probably not. Well, did it happen? Did it happen the entire time?
You're not coming out of your dick anymore. It's just your ass.
2 years, he's gonna come out of his ass.
Yeah, for 2
years.
I
probably wouldn't wait that long.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. You'd have to have. Well, it's sad because he wasn't having sex then. So.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you a little story that a medical team from the University of Texas Galveston published in the Curious Journal of Medical Science, titled "A Curious Case of Rectal Ejaculation." Here's the actual article. It was published August 20th, 2021. It's about a month ago.
Hardy Boys.
Yeah, and it is a true story of a 33-year-old man who, after 5 days of severe pain in his balls and 2 years of what he called, quote, a substantial amount of semen shooting out of his rectum, finally had enough, and he went in for some medical attention. And that's a long time to be shooting a substantial amount of semen.
I mean,
ruined a bunch of pants.
Yeah.
Not to get too technical, but
can't take it anymore.
It's called the anal cavity, right? Like it's a storage space. It's like a storage shed for stuff that's about to leave your body. It would seem that you'd need to really build up quite a supply for it to be shooting out of your butt, right?
Was it shooting out every time? That's a good question. Did it build up and leak out? Was it a shootout or would it build up and leak out situation?
He said it was a substantial amount.
It was like a hose that
semen.
was screwed on most of the way, but
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he saw it when he like shat or whatever.
she's like hitting his pets in the eyes because he's aimed one way and the pet's behind him. He just shoots a rope.
Yeah, it's not a good situation.
Yeah, because if it shoots every time, then it's
he's hitting lamps. He's getting on the kitchen table.
And he's thinking about going on the road. Thank you to Vice for writing this article. Just going to read you something from that verbatim. Quote, when the 33-year-old man went in for a CT scan of his pelvis, doctors saw that he had a rectal prostate fistula. It's a rare condition where the body develops a hole that connects the rectum with the lower urinary tract and creates all kinds of problems like shit in your piss, piss in your shit, vice versa. In this poor bastard's case, the hole created a new passageway for his sperm to travel. So instead of flowing out of his dick, as he might have hoped and expected, it took a hard left, as they say, out of his anus. There's where it connected the wrong way in the picture. And fistulas like these are caused by trauma, chronic urinary tract infections, surgery, or cancer. This guy...
By not going to the doctor, like this guy does.
Well, yeah, so what happened with this guy is fucked up. So
it's going to happen to me any day now.
Yeah, he's at a rough road, this guy. So 2 years ago, just before this all started to happen, he was placed in a medically induced coma to recover from a cocaine and PCP overdose. And they think that the catheter that was inserted during this hospitalization caused the trauma to his urinary tract and created this fistula and created the cum butt.
This guy's been coming out of his butt for 2 years because they put a catheter in wrong.
Yeah,
that's a loss. That's a lawsuit, brother.
It's bad.
It's malpractice.
Yeah, I hope the reason that he finally got checked out was because he fell in love. That would make me really happy.
Yeah, well, Pat, it's funny. So I actually found his Instagram. He wants to remain anonymous, but he's actually quite artistic. Here are some pictures he posted on his Instagram. There he is walking into the ocean.
Suicide.
There he is on a ledge. There he is just clutching his hand. This is my favorite one where he's just walking into the ocean.
He almost he thought about
it. Yeah, the ledge one's pretty good too. He's thinking
about it. What Instagram face this close.
So according to the article, his doctors were able to patch the hole with a surgery. He made a full recovery, thank God. Also, this is a super rare complication to catheters. The researchers wrote that their cases not only highlights a rare complication of catheter use, but also emphasizes the importance of putting these things in correctly.
You got to fire the catheter installer.
Oh, you got to. I mean, they just royally fucked up.
Also, to Pat's point, finding love, did this guy not have a partner in 2 years? Because how do you hide cum shooting out of your asshole?
I don't think he was. I don't think he had a partner.
He didn't.
I don't think he had a partner in those 2 years. Yeah.
It's a curious case, Mark.
But
he is admitting how long he didn't have a partner there.
Right? He's a coke guy, and coke guys fuck.
Yeah, but not when they come out of their assholes.
I just don't see how he could have sex with someone and then hide it and be like, and then it just shoots out backwards.
It's kind of insult. It's insult to injury too, right? That like the cocaine ended up causing this problem, and then the cocaine could have solved this problem for him too, but he got sober because it's like you can come out of wherever if you got good blow, and you're not going to have a shortage of partners. You know what I mean? But he couldn't do that because he got clean from the coke, which caused the whole thing. It's just a real vicious cycle for this guy.
It's a tough 2 years.
I mean, if he remained clean for this whole 2 years, and kudos to him, because that's tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, that's a dark place.
That'll make you want to drink every time.
Yeah.
It's hard to remain clean when there's cum shooting out your butt.
It really is.
Literally.
Yeah, it's tough. Literally, yeah. And if you're out there, sir, we would love to have you on the show. So please DM us. We would absolutely love to talk to you.
Yeah, the details would be.
Yeah. And that's going to do it for Hard Factor. Remember, 5-star reviews, voicemails. Speaking of the Laithwaite's wine, I might give out maybe a bottle of wine for the best review this week. So,
shit.
get
You
yours
gotta put it in now.
Yeah,
Right
you got to
now.
put it in now. Maybe we'll start next week. I don't know. We'll see how many we get. But I know we have a lot of leftover from last week. So I think we'll start this week. So get them in. Maybe I'll throw some to the Discord. If you join the Discord, I might give away some bottles of wine. So get it in there. Here we go. 512-270-1480. Check out the Patreon. It's really great. A lot of extra content. We think you'll like the Hive Hour shows if you like a little more loose and kind of show. It's not
Might do a full hour on this ass guy.
Yeah, we might.
That's
If we can
Hive
get him
Hour.
on, if we
You
can
never
get him
know what
on,
kind of topic we're gonna dive into.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into it.
Wes, I'm gonna take your bottle of wine for best review, and I'm gonna raise it to 2006 BMW 530i for best review.
Car.
Mhm.
Does
The
it have a
one that's in
body? Does
Texas?
it have a body in the trunk?
No, just
free
also
car.
no AC. But
There
yeah,
you
it's
go.
free if you want it.
You gotta go pick it up in Austin.
Under 100,000 miles. It's parked at 5103 Lot Avenue right now. No title, but
well, now it's gonna be gone.
yeah, not my problem.
Anyway, patreon.com/hardfactor 512-270-1480. We love you guys. Have a great fucking day.
Hardfactor.com. Patreon.com/hardfactor.